Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Humankind Let's Play. We pick things back up on turn 21, or actually at the end of turn 21. So we did most of our deployments. We have scouts all over the place. We found every single AI faction, relatively speaking. We have one faction here with a close neighbor over here, spreading quite far actually. It seems like they have already touched. Our spies will take a peek and all return to us before this land closes up. Our goal is to have a border that comes to about here. I am interested in all this land here, even though this is pretty snowy. There is these two luxury resources, and there is this geyser that could be good for science. And I just want the resources, to be honest. There's actually two more here. I could be interested in that. You know, we could scale back. These are not urgent. I think the urgent ones are actually the ones to our east because we could end up losing territory here. Yes, they're cleaning up back here. We have no opposition here. We know for a fact there's no opposition. So we need to start claiming these lands so that they can't get it. There's nice coffee and papyrus. These are not luxury resources, actually. These are strategic ones that we haven't reached the tech for. So they could be things like oil and, gunpowder and all that good stuff. So that's why we are interested in these land here for sure. But it seems more urgent to curb their growth. Anyways, let's enter. And we finished the ransack of this group, and they have not attacked. Ooh, this one is warring. Okay. We need to stay away from them. Anyways, it's our turn again. And we got some extra gold. We have quite a bit of gold from all the ransacking we have done. There is a warrior in this group, which gives it some combat capability, but not as much as theirs. It feels like they have two spearmen units. So I figure we just stay out of their way and back off.
Let's do this.
And head back to town unless we find these stuff.
Right.
And we'll stay away from this guy. We want to explore the unknown. But we'll adapt on the fly to pick up any sort of these discoveries. More money for us. I think that's one big advantage of getting so many scouts in the early game. We finished city defense. Great. 4 tech, so we end up with our Aerostar in science. I think we're the first one to get there, so we get a flat 100. We are way ahead, I believe, compared to our opponents. We have a second place one with 1 star. That's the only challenger. He picked up 146 points. The yellow faction. Who did he pick? Because we can see his focus and thus figure out which one he used. Oh, I can't see who picked which one? Oh no, because we're in the classic. Can I review? I mean, I could figure it out, but the yellow faction, never mind. They helped us with science there. Now let's hook up with the second tier. We have a couple directions we could go here. We have a few copper, and getting a forge sounds okay. Not urgent though. I don't think we need a spearman early on either. Fishing is not something I need. We don't have that many harbors, coastal settlements. Eventually, I think we'll need it. Our southern flank seems to be shared with the other two factions. This is the one I think I want. And also we can force labor trading population for construction, which seems to be quite powerful during the open development runs. Food on river. Ooh. Maybe this first. Thinking I'm in no rush to get our unique unit. Food market from market quarters. Yeah, I think these two are the only two we're really considering here. I think we'll get this one first just because there's forced labor, and then we can go over there. Just open up some options here. We have another curiosity being picked up. Alright, I think most of these, we want to bring them back in. Like, he was ready on his way back, but We decided against that. Now, do I want to stick it into the city right off the bat? 'Cause he's going to get done chopping trees. Can I support another pop? I think I can, because we have a farming slot. So that's going to be fine. I'm going to actually disband him. And he's going to work as a farmer. And that's going to help us out. The chopping of the trees should help with this building completing. I don't think it's a lot of industry. I think it's actually like 20 industry, which it's questionable whether it's worth it. I'm just trying to get value from this because I know I'm going to build a district over it that's most likely a farming district. Anyhow, our other units. Man, we definitely want to claim these. He's encroaching on here. The question is, do I want to spend... I do want to spend it, yes. Let's claim it. We're so far from the rest of our area, though. I'm worried about the influence. If we grab this, we need to grab this, and then also this. Maybe too ambitious. We should start with this, because natural wonder. So I'm going to have him loop backwards. There might be new spawns of curiosities. I think we'll go this way because the river is going to be a waste of movement. Alright, I just want to touch his faction and then start turning around and run.
Come over here.
Still no contact? I don't want to trespass.
Over this way. Off we
Alright,
go.
that's as far as we're going to risk this group. They could take a peek, perhaps. Also the yellow faction here. Salt. Okay. What a luxury. Alright, we got more population converting in both areas. So now we have quite a few followers. 6 followers, so 6 points per turn. Oh, it's not per turn. It's reaching a total of 25. Okay, so I regret this a little less because then we would need 5 territories, which we're close. We have 4 right now. Alright, we just have some default movement that we had queued up, getting us some gold. 80 gold, actually. Not bad. And let's see, we still have a deer running around. We're just exploring here. It's a ramsack target.
Let's go. Off we go. Follow me.
Ooh. Picked up one for science and more influence. I might save up the influence to make this a city, which I think costs 160. Because then we get the horse ready, because we already built the artisan with influence, and then I can connect this one to them. I don't want too many connections to my main capital. I think we'll hold off from that. The chopping is done. Now, I'm not going to disband them right now. I'm going to go claim this area. I think we said this is good. We'll go do that. I think it's time to just start heading back. We're trapped by rivers. This was a very difficult place to get into. I think we'll go here. Oh no. It's fine. We'll turn this way. Yeah, we'll just turn right. Encampment that we can ransack for how much? 22 gold. Rather go here. More gold and still have some movement left. Also kind of want to claim these areas. It's tempting. The snow is kind of putting me off. It's a peaceful encampment, so I guess we could wait. Old Horde. It's a great way to get gold, I have to say. If I feel safe, I could pull them apart. Alright, we'll reach that next turn. The deer came to block us. That's okay.
Follow me.
We can adapt.
Yes, sir.
We just have no contact with any of their cities, it seems. That's probably a good thing. Ah, we found them. Vega. That's the name of this territory. Maybe we'll get the pop-up soon. We're still building the granary. I could rush it with cash. We are flush with cash, to be honest. This will speed things up for population. Let's do that. Alright, 1 turn for population. I might move him over here. It's still 1 turn, right? Then it's less efficient. 6 turns for that. We need to start building districts. I think now that we chop that off, a food district going here would be very logical. Yeah. That's gonna be next. They're gonna go claim that. Let's go. More religious conversions. How do they feel about us?
How do
Needy.
you do? In every sense of the question.
They're in a bind and comes to us for help. What's wrong with you? Alright, they're doing their thing. It's interesting how it says dry grass, but the visual still has the trees from before, which I think could be improved. We have a civic. The world, as it ever was, is divided into the rulers and the ruled, great sprawling empires and proud independent cities. Your struggle is with other empires, but you should not forget the parts these free cities can play. So basically, as we expand, use mercenary armies, hiring army cost, or assimilation cost. Plus stability, increased combat strength, food percentage on city and outpost. I don't really want to spend influence right now. I would like to assimilate for sure. But influence points are pretty valuable right now.
Come over here. Off we go.
Ooh,
Strike first. Strike hard.
perfect on the movement. Independent people. Yeah. Ooh, they founded a territory. Okay, that can be a nice little border town. They're the people we can assimilate. You can pay money or influence for patronizing actions, or patronize action will give you an increase of a relationship with this independent people per turn, showing your support and strengthening the empire. With time, you reach threshold that will unlock special actions depending on the nature of the nation, violent or peaceful. For example, this is a violent faction, by the way, the Thunder. For example, you can gain the ability to hire their armies as mercenaries or buy their resource, which is why we got the civic. And you can see where he stands on things. Liberty and progress, violent and Venice. I don't think we'll be entertaining any sort of deals with them. In the future, it might just be war.
Understood. Off we go.
Yeah, we got this violent group right here.
Come over here. Over this way.
They have all the movement on us, which is why we couldn't pull away. This could get dangerous. It's safer to go back this way. But the terrain doesn't allow it. Alright, let's river hop first. Guess we could take this. That's a mountain for sure.
No fear.
Oh, and a nice one down there.
Yes.
Well, that's nice too. I was expecting the coast, but I guess...
Come over here.
Ooh, a lot more land than I thought. Alright, let's get these boys home.
All right.
We could stop by there. I'm sure the yellow won't mind. Alright, we have enough influence to build our second city, which I think should be our first goal here.
Over this way.
More science, great. Now let's hover over this city that I want to build. 16 food, 8 industries, not bad. We can turn a lot of this river into future industries. So it's going to be food heavy, population heavy, and plus I can combine with this one, which is heavy industry and no food for one city. So I feel like that's going to be great. Feng Hao, not bad. Alright, and they can also build districts, of course, and we want to build district towards this so we can get our emblematic building built. We have very few of these industries, so we're not going to touch those. I think we farm here, and we farm here, and then build it right here. We lose some of the forest, but like I said, I think we'll get most of our production from the rivers and from this attaching over here. So I think we built this. Our stability is going to be a lot lower because this is not our capital. And we're going to have to build other things to boost that stability. I mean, I kind of want this too, but we don't have that right now. Once we get irrigation, the tech, we should be able to build public fountains for stability. And plus, our unique building, our emblematic building, provides stability as well. What is this? The mercenary with a double chariot running through my land? That is not good. I guess we will have to be making some military. Because this neighbor... Okay, we need to get them into tolerant. Plus 4 per turn. I need to get him into 10 points. Alright, we'll pay him 10. That way in 2 turns he'll be intolerant and he won't attack me. This is the classic Chinese defense against nomadic tribes. We'll just pay them off. Our empire is so big. We don't actually have to deal with the war parts. And for a time, it will work.
Follow me.
Wait. Feels like they're... Oh, this territory is just... They have another one here. This is a peaceful one. It's just the outpost. So another reason why we should grab this one ASAP. This one right here. Before these independent states. See, that's another outpost. Oh, that's the same one. I mean, they're providing the buffer that I was hoping to create. So that's the good news.
Over this way.
The bad news is I need to get this done quickly.
Let's go.
I need how many points? 70? 2 turns? Okay, that's very doable. And you guys... Oh, why are we next to their army still? I thought we had a deal. Oh, we were going to have a deal in 2 turns, so just got to keep surviving for 2 turns. Hopefully they leave us alone. Alright, we're just trying to pull back.
Got it.
The terrain is
Follow me.
challenging. Hopefully there's no pink army nearby.
Let's go.
We'll use the mountain. They can't actually attack us over here. We ransack. I think there was a curiosity over here. Over here, right. That's a peaceful army.
Follow me.
Just go through here. No one's gonna bother anyone. And we want to, right, but we lost the influence because we spend it on a city. We just need 20 though. It's half price. So next turn we can do this. So they just have to wait a turn. Just chill out.
Follow me.
More science. Great. Get back on the river. What's the fastest way for us to... I guess it doesn't have to be fast. We can still explore a little.
Over this way.
Alright, we're gonna backtrack because there's another guy over here. There was one here, right?
Come over here.
Yep. Ganges River. Wait, is it? Wait. Haha. we see the full scrolling globe. This is the river. It's not that long. It goes all the way over here. It's decently impressive.
Let's go.
The agrarian Harapans. You're as likely to meet their canals and farmers as their soldiers.
Alright, we finally met them because we met a unit.
Follow me.
Let's talk to them.
Life is wonderful, is it not? Treat
Hesitant.
me and my people with respect, and all will be well.
Open and trusting, I like that. Minus assimilation cost. Free riders, if rented. They like independent nations. They like the, they like to get mercenary, rented army, and they like assimilating. Inclusive, right. They like independent people. Are you willing?
I have a proposition
Let's
for
see
you.
if they...
I think
For
you'll like it.
70.
We need more incentive.
I had hoped for better from you. Now I'm angry.
Don't... no, we're not. No, we're not. We have money. It's okay. We're trying very hard to stay out of war. That will save us so much. Keep proposing something else? No. It's saving us a lot of time in terms of we don't have to build any armies. Why did you have to do that? Alright, you're gonna have to go get that, and you're just gonna have to go back.
Off we go.
Something to make our affairs more
Trade it?
civil?
Yeah, sure, no problem. I'm very open to that. And what do you want?
Generous. A very generous...
Accept. So if we want to trade, we can buy it from them and they'll give us a price and there'll be a transportation price. So firstly, you need enough money to buy the resource. Note the relation and treaty can restrict your ability to trade in luxuries and strategic resource. Treaty might also influence their cost. Once a resource is purchased, a trade route is created and grant you access to the resource. Beware though, as trade routes can be broken by changes in relation or by being ransacked by other empires. To buy a resource, use the buy button. So we can have a naval transport, which is cheaper. Apparently we share some coastline and that's not too expensive. So we will buy the ambergris from her.
A first trade link. So many interesting questions arise. Barter or currency? Exchange rates? Tolls and taxes to fill your coffers?
And the benefit, I believe, is we, receive the effects of the resource. And if we have 2 of them, we get the wondrous effect. And research, we need to patronage technology as well. But right now we're getting stability and science for having it. And I also think there should be some impact on the income. No. Apparently not. But stability and science, not bad. And since we did sign all sorts of trade deals with you, you don't have any resources. They have a crisis, apparently. No, they don't. She said she was needy. So far, so good. we have ourselves another event, a game of prophecy. With the Empire thriving, a new game hailing from a foreign land beguiles the population. Everywhere you go, the distinctive game board and pieces catching your eye. Insisting on a public demonstration, you play the game under instruction in your palace court, but the event has a sting in the tail. The game is reckoned to be a form of divination as well as entertainment. Gasps could be heard as the game's prophecy became clear. You are fated to lose everything. What will you do? Silence it. More towards order. We lose that influence bonus. Overlook it. We get defiant. People gossip. We'll lose some stability, which we can afford to. It moves us one little bit over liberty. Or we can heed the divination and prepare for the worst, losing science for 10 turns and moving away from progress towards tradition. I can afford this, so I'm gonna take this. And I like the extra, influence we get for liberty, so. How do we lose a board game?
Off we go.
I just want to get that tile discovered. Alright, his army's finally off of us, but you can see he's claimed more territory, so we gotta get this one soon, or else the independent people are just gonna expand like crazy here.
Come over here.
We did bribe them, right? This is a different... Oh, they're different ones. Well, we're gonna go above that, so we gotta re-bribe this group. Alright. That's fair enough. Yeah, these bribes gonna tire out an empire. Anyways, we have enough points here. Let's get this started. It'll be done in 4 turns here. And we'll also attach this to our capital. I believe our stability can handle it without any issues. Alright, they're trying to get back to us. Ooh. That's our trade route, our trade post. Huh. Is that ours? Sold to the Mycenaeans. No, this is not. This is not ours. Do we have one of these on the map? With the trade with them? I mean, it's a naval trade. We can kind of guess the coastline from what this is, right? Basically, we have to defend the coast here for sure. Anyhow. Yeah, that is all the movement we have. We are a little slow in terms of city building, in my opinion. The attaching cost of this is 30. Okay, we can afford that next turn and start adding their production towards their development. 2 turns for lumberyard, and then we can start putting districts down. We've been delaying that way too long. Let's go. Still the same civic. Let me turn that off. Where are you from? What city? Ametis. So yeah, they won't attack us. We got the treaty with them already. Keepers of the Creed. An unexpected rivalry has erupted between the 2 temples in Fenghao, each representing a different sect of Zhou shamanism. One temple argues that religious matters should be left in the hands of dispassionate men, while the other contend that only women, with their capacity for nurturing life, possess the necessary understanding for these affairs. These quarrels must stop before your inhabitants start fighting each other. Who should be your religious leader? Men, women, or all? So basically, this will swing us between tradition or this is progress. I mean, it doesn't really affect us too much here. Let's swing towards progress. Alrighty. And we'll do the attachment as we do have enough points now. And we get 27, but stability dips, which is expected, but it should definitely speed progress up for us. Looking ahead to our claim here, let's get this first, and then we also gotta think about 50 influence. We can afford this next turn. We gotta grab this somewhere for outposts, maybe eventually a city. Good amount of mountains. This will be beautiful area for a school. But we definitely want to build our city fully on this river. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of mountains too. Not as many as this. This is 4. But 3 is decent enough. If we build this near here, the border is bad because we can't pick up the tiles on this side. So we would probably have to build it like, ooh, there's a special thing here. What is this? Black soil. Okay. Maybe around here. That extra food from the black soil, the production from the mountains. Yeah, we'll plan something out and then put the school over here. You can just stay around here.
Let's go.
Alright, they picked it up. They're still trailing us. We're just heading back. I can donate my population to them. And they're also probably gonna do the same thing. Oh, they did stop on the way. More science. Great. One more turn for us to pick that up. And we're also coming back. Ooh, you can go pick that up. It spawned right on our trip back. Maybe we could get it this turn. Apparently not. Oh, no. We discovered that we can't go that way. We have to loop this way, actually, to go down here. Because I don't think this path... Maybe this path works. We'll check that next turn. Alright. We're just going to hop out of these independent people territories. They did their job. Maybe they can go back and cut some more trees for us. I think these trees are probably, like this tree in particular is probably not useful. Because we're going to have to build a district on top of it as well. Actually, we can, this is not a mountain. It has to go here for maximum efficiency. Anyways. Alright, we're just exploring over here. Terrain's not really good for us. Like, we can't really get out of here. Unless we go closer to both of them, which I'm kind of hesitant to do. Alright, we see enough. We're gonna back off. Alright, masonry completed. We can force labor. That's something. Stonework, increasing our production on a lot of terrains. And it's gotta be irrigation time. Now, let's see. We got idle cities. We finished our first district. No, we didn't. We finished our first lumberyard. We're going to build our first district right here. And then probably our second district and our third. We're going to start building a bunch of districts very soon. And the fact that these are linked means I could build for them as well. And here, obviously, the best school location will be here or here. Here would be more efficient just because we waste less, but then we have to build districts on top of these, and this is awkward right now. So maybe we just put the school here. Not the most efficient use of tiles. The river would be kind of wasted, but we get 10 science pretty quick, so can't have everything. Our other city is building a district as well, also trying to achieve the same thing. 3 population, doing well. We want to do growth focus, so we'll do that. Yeah, that's good actually. And let's see. They are building it up. I'm trying to get you guys to come back here and cut trees for us. How can we explore this? I feel like this is the only way, I think. Going up this soft hill. Oh, ooh. Wonderful. So much science. And we discovered another one. I want them to go around here.
Come over here.
Ooh, what are you from? Another science. We can't see where they're from anymore. And we discovered the edge here. Okay. That's really all I wanted to know. We want to place this... Ooh, 6 and 13, 10 and 8. I think 10 and 8 makes sense. This black soil is really good. I don't think we can get... I mean, this is a different territory, but that's insane production from all the mountains. Like, that's a great spot because we can build the school here for 1, 2, 3. Man, I'm obsessed with school. I know that, but that is our building. I'm claiming this first, just because it's on the edge with them. We'll go grab that one. More influence boost for us. I think it's going pretty well. Alright. Our fellow scouts. Terrain's bad for you, for sure. I want to take a look at my cities. Jing, 7 out of 13 population max. Focus on growth. Next population in 1 turn. Got some people coming to chop trees. Not bad. I don't think we're going to do any rushing for you. For you, I could pay for it. I want to build another one and then get into that. We're going to lose quite a bit of stability as we continue to push this, and we didn't build any basic infrastructure, but I think this is fine. Oh. And we're going to build one here just to get access to that tile. Who can... you guys are the closest one, but I think I have some others. Yep. They came back to donate their body to the camp. They can do that now first, actually. Yeah, not bad. And we can enter now. We got our farming district up very soon. It's still cranes. That's pretty advanced for ancient era. We got our friendly neighbors walking around. No problem. They're not willing to attack us. We paid them the money, right? Oh yes. Very, very nice. Okay. And you can see the district gives the shape of the city. I would like to start cutting this forest 3 turns. And let's see what else we got. I mean, I guess eventually we do want to claim this region, but I don't know about it right now. We'll keep him around, but we have the other guy coming back, so I might just put him as a population sacrifice as well. Ooh. Yeah, maybe not. Ah, guess what? We got ourselves a warrior. So these warriors will, you know, form an army with. We're basically getting free armies here. But I don't really want to go there either. Yeah, we'll take this path.
Follow me.
There's one more back there. Just gotta remember that. Ruined Shrine.
Over this way.
Alright, we claimed this, which is great. Our next goal is probably claim this neighboring one right here. We saw how great that tile is. It's gonna cost us... How much? 105 here, but 80 here. 105. Okay, we can do 105. Next turn, we got it. And, you know, we've been gaining 336 all this time, and we should keep gaining. We need one more population to get the next star here, 2 more technology here, and once we claim the next territory, we'll also get a star. So 3 star coming up, a lot of district coming up as well. So that's 4, and then definitely one more here, 5, and that will put us at our goal. And maybe we'll be the first one out of this era while maintaining a pretty decent lead. Ooh, we're now second. The yellow overtook us.
Are you wine or are you vinegar?
Well, I'm gonna buy some food from Salt. I might not have any, but I can pay you to get some. And I think it is increasing our money from these cities. I think it's giving us income. Right, we have no traders here, yet we are producing gold. How can I check that? Where's the UI for that? Huh. Oh, here. 2 from number trade route. Right. So there is some income there. 1 from a trade route that passes through here. These don't give anything yet. Alright, we are going to save our influence for grabbing the region next. They went and grabbed a point last turn. We want this one. 2 strategic resources. Hard to say no to that. Do I need to worry about you guys? Let's just get it going. We'll pay money.
Follow me.
They're expanding. They're closing the gap. Alright, we'll grab that next turn. We got ourselves another star. Agrarian star. We got a population increase basically. Irrigation has been picked up. And let's pick a new one here. I guess we're gonna pull up the whole manual and wheels. Movement costs on roads. Automatically create road between cities and empires. And get our unique unit, which we can't get because we don't have copper. And for us to get copper, we need bronze work. So let's get that first. What happened here? Why do we have so many of these nice things? Okay, we'll get that soon. He's still chopping. So obviously we're not going to build one on top of that when he's chopping it. I'm going to actually help them build their emblematic quarter right here. So we'll lose the 1 food and we'll lose the 1 production. And it looks like we're also going to get rid of basically any adjacent boost until I think when we do build something like this, it will actually go back to exploiting it. But that's why I think it's a little wasteful for us to build this here. If we can build it here, it'll be better. But to build around this is kind of difficult right now. So I think we'll just settle for this. Increase our stability as well. It's mainly for the science. Let's do it. I could sacrifice my population in Haojing here, but it's growing pretty fast, and it doesn't look like we're gonna need that for anything anytime soon. Maybe we can find some more curiosities over here in the dark. No enemy region, you know, threatening us anytime soon. We can also see some of these land. Ooh. Isn't this nice? Oh, I mean, I was gonna put one down. See, that's a better spot for sure, but we get a better school if we put the school there. That's probably the best spot, to be honest. But then we would have to build like 1 district, 2 district, 3 district, and then the 4th district will be our emblematic one. We don't even, actually, no. I'm not gonna decide now. I don't even have this vision here. So I want to see that first. They're gonna claim this, aren't they? Not if I can help it. Alright. There's not a lot of good land, to be honest. This is pretty poor. It's another one of those, like, desert with 2 resources. It's definitely going to be attached to another one. There are these nice mountain ranges. Like, that's a great school place. We're just building these for schools. I can get a nice 7 production here. Just to finish the outpost quickly. But then, like, if you want to do that, then here would be better, because then we can just slap the school down and be done with it. There's just no food here. That's why this is a terrible place. I don't want them to claim it. The other thing is we don't have movement. It's not like I click that and it's mine. I gotta wait till I move there, so not much I can do. I can kill them. No, we're friends. I guess maybe they won't claim it just because they're from another place. Anyways, no idea. Want to move them back.
Over this way.
I'm gonna guess they can't because they're from a group, a war party for one of the regions. I don't think independent regions can have multiple pieces.
Let's go.
But we're gonna find out as we play this game. Feels safer to just hop down over. Another population gain, thank you. He's the warrior. He should actually... We should assemble the warrior into together and actually sacrifice his population. Our influence is doing great. Science is going well, even without our schools being built. This is about to chop chop. That should finish pretty quick. We got ourselves a story here. A new civic up for voting. The capital is the empire's true seat of power, but now other cities with energetic populace rise to prominence. Their leaders and other influential figures want sway over the empire's affairs, and the question of who wields power must be answered. Oh, this is a good one. So, a small council really shifting us towards liberty, giving us +1 city cap, the limit of how many city we can create, or increase stability in the capital with autarky. We do this, not only do we pick up the passive influence game, but we also get +1 city cap, and we're expanding like crazy here.
Most problems eventually yield to the onslaught of more brains.
I think eventually we're going to go this route, but right now we're going to leave this. Oh, what do they feel about me now?
Yes, greetings.
Friendly.
I hope you don't mind if I stare.
Is it because our ideologies are close? Your ideology proximity is always maxed out with Joe because we're aesthetic faction. Oh, that's what that means. Huh. Nice. Anyways, I'm thinking about if I'm not claiming any more regions here, right? Because we don't need to, they left. I could claim this one now. Yeah, this is the raging debate. 5 more science or 2 more production for the location. And plus, the 2 location... Actually, no, the production doesn't matter. Because once we put the school here, the production's gone. That's true, actually.
Okay.
And this way we can just build a nice school here with 3 adjacencies. Beautiful. We gotta make that a city though. Alright, I think you can come back as population. We can definitely take you in and put you to good use.
Follow me.
Okay. Money. I mean, this entire region can just be repeatedly traveled
Off we go.
to pick up curiosities over and over again. Here, I want this army split up. I want them to meet with that group.
Over here.
I want these two to form the warrior party. And the other scout can come out and grab that next turn. I will also join the group and just keep moving. I don't think I need that much population. I might go reinforce their population once I make that a city. I think our city cap is 3 after the small council, so we can actually make that a city. This definitely is worth it, I think, and we can combine these two. Like, actually, we might make this the dominant city. We can get food from the river, and there's so much production from these mountains. I mean, it's not. This is not bad either. Yeah, we'll see when they both finish up. You can join this city, I think.
Let's go.
They have 5. It's not bad. They don't have a lot of the infrastructure, but they did build 2 of these. I could also help them chop wood. It wouldn't finish in time, though. That's the only thing.
Over this way.
I might chop this wood. Because it's not getting used because of the farm, so we might as well create some sort of farm adjacency. I don't know about lake adjacencies. There might be something with that later on.
Come over here.
Once again, we'll get more familiar with the game.
Off we go.
Ah, nice. And we can also raid that, ransack that one. There's also a warrior in here. We can definitely squeeze together a warrior army. Alright, we're getting population passively, which is nice. Let's chop that. 4 turns. They finished chopping, which is great. Perfect timing. We are farming these out, so I think we can chop this one as well. It's a lot of production right now, but unless we make some sort of maker's quarter over here, that's not really going to get picked up. It's one or the other. And I think this river is going to be all food. We'll probably end up doing production around here, these forests with these mountains. And plus we picked up other regions that can support us with production. Especially here, a lot of mountains here too. So yeah, I think we'll keep chopping the wood around our capital area.
Will do.
And that would definitely supplement some of our growth. That would speed up science by a whole bunch.
We've been going nowhere.
Open border, yeah.
Shall we try forward?
I must ruminate.
Alright, let's get these two. Oh, actually, we'll pick that up.
Right.
Alright, this is our warrior army now. And these boy can go back to exploring. Picking us some curiosities, hopefully. That might have respawned in these areas.
Come over here.
Yeah, I still want to explore this. Kind of was debating whether we might want to put it here, but it's not looking... I mean, it's looking like land for sure, right? Because the coast is like this, but I don't know what that is. Oh, pearls here as well. This is a great area. Yeah, these two are definitely going to have to compete. 10 and 8. This is better, I think. I think we merge this with this. We make this the city. These mountains are great defense as well. I mean, same thing here. Alright, what do we do with our warriors? That's a good question. Where might we have some threat? It'd probably be from this area, is my guess. Let's first head back to meet with the other warrior that's coming back from over there. We'll move towards Feng Hao. Speaking of the other warriors,
Attack!
we'll ransack that. And we have more people as we pick up bronze work. Great. And we picked up our science star. So we got an offer here for
Generous.
treaty, trade everything.
A very generous proposal.
Yes, thank you. And speaking of everything, we can buy horses from them, but I'm only interested in really buying luxuries.
How do you do, whoever you are?
Sage. Stability. Plus food. This has to be... Oh, it's farther. The naval travels farther, so it's more expensive. The land isn't that different, but... Yeah, let's go with trade. We also discover the blue hole because of the vision granted through the trade. Oh, we're the first one. Oh, wow. It's not because of trade, it's because of him. So we have one here, we have one here.
Let's go. Off we go.
Wow, 40 influence, 15 science. All right, we're doing great. Yeah, this will be a great city here with 2 natural wonders within their boundaries and so many strategic resource and luxury resource that we can build upon. This will be developed. We can even throw some of the population of these scouts back over there just to speed that up. And yeah, that's our goal going forward, I guess. Connecting this. This is weird. This is a very bad desert that I don't know what we're going to do. Like, I don't want to give it up to let other people have it. There's strategic resources here as well, but it's not great. This is an interesting land as well because there's a lot of production here. And if we could somehow fit a school inside, which I don't think we can, this is all mountains. But through these valleys, maybe? One can dream, right? But yeah, that's going to be our goal. You know, kind of develop the east. We already found like the best slot and we kind of already have control over that. We're going to have another city go up, which should cost 510. Ooh. But we're gaining a large amount of influence, and you know, by next episode I think we'll hit our 7 stars. We might also stay behind a little bit. We have firmly retaken the lead after a burst of star gains, and we're going to get more because we'll get district, we'll get expansion. We just got to claim 1 more territory, so we should do this. And our science is going to pick up as well. So these are all kind of do well. And our income is not bad after doing a lot of trade. I think 31 per turn. Feels like we can pick up a star before the end. And we got the ramsack and all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. And we'll see you all next time as we continue trying to advance through this ancient era and claim more territory for ourselves. So until then, bye.